Portion of this video is sponsored by Best Buy. Hey, what's up guys? So, the end of last year, I made a couple videos about the best tech. We talked about the best earbuds, the best smartwatches, the best tablets, the best budget earbuds. You get the idea. But I didn't make a single video that was like all across the board, just the tech that I like the most. And so that's what this video is going to be. My favorite tech, my everyday carry, what's in my bag, if you want to call it that. Essentially, what my favorite tech is from the past year that I use every day. And so I'm going to start off with what's in my pockets, and then we'll get into what's in my backpack. The backpack has some really cool stuff, and I think the backpack itself is really cool as well. But I'm excited to show you guys what I use on a daily basis. These are my favorite pieces of tech, not necessarily always like the top tier. Sometimes I like things that are smaller or more functional or whatever it might be. So this is not saying it's the only right answer. It's a little disclaimer there. So you guys throughout this video can leave comments and let me know which tech that you like and which ones you don't like, what you might want to replace. But starting off with what's in my pocket. In my pocket, I always have a couple things. I have a pair of earbuds, I have 2 phones, and I have my keys. So starting off with the phones, as a tech reviewer, I kind of need to have both Android and Apple just for functionality and also to experience them and everything, and also because one's a business phone as well. So every year I switch between which one's my personal and which one's my business phone. And so this year, the iPhone is my personal phone. And of the iPhone lineup, I chose to use the iPhone 13 Pro. Not the Max, not the Mini or anything. I love how this phone has an incredible battery life, has a telephoto lens, and it's the smaller of the Pro phones, so I generally like smaller phones in general, and this phone absolutely crushes it. An amazing phone. Apple really killed it this year. Even though it seemed like such a subtle upgrade over last year, the things that they changed were just fundamental, like really quantum improvements that I love to see. And then the other phone I have, the Android, you guys could probably already guess, is the Google Pixel 6 Pro. This is a phone that has absolutely crushed it in so many other reviews as well. People have said that theirs got a little buggy. Mine hasn't really been buggy since I got it, but I will say that the overall design, the cameras, really an amazing phone. And I love having both because there is a nice trade-off, like what the Android does, the iPhone doesn't do, and the other way around between like airdropping and reverse wireless charging. And we'll talk more about that later on in the video, but we're not gonna be like an Android-Apple debate here. Other things in my pocket, I always have a pair of earbuds. And out of everything we're gonna talk about in this video, this is the one that is most likely to change the most. Like I change this probably on a weekly basis because I'm always testing new ones or whatever, but recently, the pair that I've had in my pocket the most have been the Jabra Elite 7 Pros. Good active noise cancellation, compact design, physical buttons, wireless charging, like these check a lot of boxes, and I think they're a really solid everyday pair of earbuds, especially if you're gonna work out. But like I said, they don't have the best like sound quality. Like it's good, but it's not like an audio, it's not gonna be an audiophile experience. So when I wanna listen to really good audio quality and when I want really good sound cancellation, well, actually I'll show you when I open my backpack what I actually use for that. Then my watch. If you guys have seen my recent video about the Garmin Venue 2 Plus, this is the watch I've been wearing every day lately, mostly because I'm testing it, but also because I kind of do actually prefer it right now over the Apple Watch or really any other watch. And there's really 3 main reasons I like this watch. One, I like the design, the style, kind of minimal, also a nice round design. I love how it looks. Secondly, the battery life. You're getting about 8 or 9 days on this, which I mean, I used the Apple Watch before this as my everyday watch for a while, and it was just like, I don't know, you have to charge it every other day or really every day, and if you're traveling, it can be kind of a nightmare. And the third thing is that I really love how Garmin really focuses on health tracking. Like I said, I've been focusing a lot on like a bit of a health kick lately, and so the watch right here really does a great job with that. I love the Garmin Venue 2 Plus. Then, getting over to my keys, like this is not exciting, but I want to point out one thing I have on here, especially as somebody who, like, I go to a lot of concerts, like I love music, I also love audio quality on earbuds, and so to make sure I can experience both, I have these little earplugs. These are Vibes, like you can just find them on Amazon, and they're small, like subtle earplugs that still let you hear most of the concert. It's not perfect, but it's way better than foam earplugs, while still definitely protecting your hearing. All right, so now getting into the backpack. I want to start off with the pack itself. Like it's not the most exciting looking backpack, but I've done a lot of research. I've tried a lot of backpacks, and I was really particular about this one for a couple reasons. One of them, or really the main overarching reason, is that it focuses a lot more on like safety and security. And being that I have a lot of tech in here, and you guys probably do as well, and I travel a lot, I really like the peace of mind of not having to worry about getting pickpocketed or getting this stolen, or like if I'm working at like a park bench, no one's gonna pick this up and run. And I'll explain why in just a second. But some of the features on here, like it's slash resistant on the outside, like slashing's not super common, but it's something that does happen. Really the big thing is up on the zipper, no one's gonna be able to pickpocket you because the zipper kind of clips in on the top with this little rail. I don't always use this, like if I'm just going to the office or whatever, I don't do that. But when I'm traveling, if you're in like, you know, walking around New York City, Manhattan, like sometimes it is nice to have that. Additionally, it has like slash resistant straps and things like that. And this backpack is the 25-liter Pack Safe Metro Safe. So it's a backpack that it's a little more on the pricey side, but it's really the perfect size. This one's 25 liters, and it's kind of exactly what I've been looking for travel and things like that. And it also has RFID protection. So a lot of features like packed in, and it's a pretty solid backpack as well. So durable and pretty safe. But getting into what's actually inside, if I open up the front pouch, we have a couple things in here. One of them, and this is like the one thing that I definitely must have whenever I travel or just in general, I'm going like anywhere with this backpack, and this is actually an all-in-one charging brick. These have become a little bit more popular lately, but surprisingly, a lot of people still don't actually know about them. This one is just a random one from Elecjet. They sent it to me, but there's tons of other ones from Anchor and brands like that. And so this essentially allows you to charge any device I have. My laptop, my phone, my watch, anything out there, you can charge it with this device right here because it has a 65-watt USB Type-C, as well as a power delivery Type-C that you can charge phones and other things, and USB Type-A as well. And of course, with that, I have a pretty lengthy USB C-to-C cable. I have this really cool cable here. I was walking around CES and some company just gave it to me. Kind of a cool little idea. It's a USB Type-A on one end and C on the other, and it has magnets, so it coils and uncoils, and it kind of stays nice and neat in your bag. I wish more cables did that. I think that's a really neat design. But the reason I have this, the Type A to C, is for if you're in somebody else's car or a rental car or really any vehicle for that matter. A lot of times cars don't have USB Type C. Like a lot of them only have Type A plugins. So charging your phone using like Android Auto or whatever, it is nice to have that. What I do not have in here, however, is a lightning cable, which I know you guys are gonna say this is weird, but what I actually do, like I hate having a lot of cables. So what I do is I just charge my Android, so it's the Pixel 6 right now, and I use that as a wireless charging pad for my iPhone. Plus the iPhone has a great battery anyway, so it's like almost every other day you have to do that. But you know, when I'm around, like obviously when I'm around here, like I have wireless charging pads everywhere, but when I travel, that's actually what I do. I just use that as a wireless charging pad for pretty much everything, including my iPhone. And as a side note, there's a lot of tech here, but I'm also going to be replacing a lot of this within the next year as newer and better products come out. So if you guys want to see my reviews on the latest tech products, all honest reviews, really like I say it how it is, feel free to subscribe to my channel with the button down. Well, you guys know how to subscribe, but yeah, do that and check out my future videos. And then we have this little thing. I don't think I've ever talked about this on the channel, but I've used it in quite a few videos. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. It's a tiny little camera that actually shoots incredible footage. It's a little camera that, I mean, for when I'm shooting videos, it's just so easy and accessible, and it's, in my opinion, better than a phone because you have that stabilization. Essentially what it is a tiny handheld gimbal with basically like GoPro style camera on there. So here's some sample footage from a travel channel that I have as well, but I mean, I also, for example, used it in most of the footage for the CES video I made last month. Other than that, I have a Garmin charger, SD card, a little flash drive that flips between USB Type A and C. It's great so you can plug it into an iPad as well as a laptop and things like that. All right, now onto the main pouch. I only have a couple more items in here. This is a huge one, the 14-inch Apple MacBook Pro. This is the M1 Max. I use this because I'm editing on the go all the time. And so having a powerful laptop with a good battery that is actually able to keep up with editing, like I love it, no regrets at all. It was really expensive, but it's something that, again, I think was really worth it. On top of that, the next thing is something that I only really bring when I'm traveling. Like I usually don't carry this, but it's a really cool thing. This is actually a second monitor. You can see how thin this thing is. This is, I believe, a 14-inch monitor, and it's just a portable monitor. It has a little stand on the back, so it props up like that. You plug it in with an HDMI cable, and you have a second monitor. This one also has a touchscreen capabilities as well, but with Mac OS, that's not really useful. But regardless, Cool little thing, especially if you're trying to get a lot of work done when you're working out of a hotel or something, like having a second monitor. I don't know, I love it, way more productive, and I think that's a great thing. But you could also bring like an iPad or an iPad Pro. They're just a little heavier, and I don't really have a need for them all the time, so that's why I opt for that. A little bit lighter, and it's still really easy to use. And then I also talked about the audio quality earlier on in this video. So when I'm trying to get a lot of work done and I want the best active noise cancellation and the best sound quality, I'm always going for these headphones right here. These are the Sony WH-1000XM4s. Not a great name in classic Sony style, but a fantastic pair of headphones. Very comfortable, great sound quality, great active noise cancellation. Like, I bring these everywhere I go, and I love using them. That's a big one, mostly for travel. I will never travel without these. And then one other thing I have in here that I don't actually have on here, I don't know where it is right now, but this is my Lark bottle. So I talked about this before, a water bottle that has a UV light on the top. Sounds stupid, I know, but I'll explain why. There's 3 reasons that I like using the Lark bottle. One of them is because it has the UV light that cleans it every hour or every 3 hours, which means your water bottle, if you forget it in your car or something, it'll never get moldy, it won't smell weird, it always stays really nice and clean. The second thing is if you're traveling somewhere that has like not so great water quality standards, other countries might have different standards and you might get sick there. This can purify the water. And the third thing is if you're just like outside and you want to like scoop up water from a stream and just, you put the cap on, purify it, you can drink that as well without worrying about getting Giardia. Now, additionally, this video is sponsored by Best Buy, but hear me out on this one. It's actually sponsored by their deals page in particular, which was an easy sponsorship to accept because it's something that I actually do use all the time. The deals page is always on, so you can go, it's kind of like Black Friday, but any day of the week, any day of the year. So it's always on, you can always check, and they always have different deals that change like daily, weekly, monthly, and you never know what you're gonna find. A lot of things are all like $100, $200, $300 off, and so especially Samsung products, a lot of times they come out at launch with a high price, and within a month or 2 months, it's very likely you're gonna see some really good prices on Best Buy's deal page. So thanks to Best Buy for sponsoring this video or this portion of the video. And again, a lot of the stuff that's on this table, a lot of the stuff I talked about in this video, is very likely at some point to show up on the deals page on Best Buy. So I'll have a link in the description. Feel free to check it out. Anytime you guys are considering buying anything, I recommend checking the deals page first, just in case something's on sale there, so you don't end up buying it somewhere else and wasting a lot of money. So for example, if you just go to Best Buy's deal page, you can select the top deals based on category, so laptops and headphones and Apple and cell phones, or you can go down and look at just whatever the top deal is for today. So for example, if you go down here, you can see like DJI's drone, the FPV drone, is $300 off. Personally, my favorite deals are almost always in the headphones and earbuds category. So if you go down, for example, right now, it's already $30 off the Sony 1000XM4s, which are Sony's newest earbuds. I was heavily debating putting them in this video, but I did actually choose the Jabras, which there are also deals on Jabra as well. So thanks to Best Buy for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you for watching this video. I'm Mike O'Brien, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.